Hey, my name's shawnshawn. I sell art on shawnshawn.co. Today we're going to react to an art channel called Everything's Allright. And it's a calligraphy channel out of Kuwait, I think. So I thought it'd be interesting kind of do a different channel approach. I like calligraphy a lot. All right, so looking at the YouTube channel, you have some pencils across, you have pens across, you have kind of calligraphy in the middle. So you got to kind of feel, and then as everything's all right in the middle, but it's kind of overwritten on top of each other. So I don't know if that's the smartest approach, but I would probably just take out one of those so it's more legible. For the logo, he has kind of a calligraphy artwork, so that's kind of cool. It might be mixed up with other calligraphy artists, so I don't know if that's the best approach. Probably your face is probably the best, I would say, unless you have a very distinct calligraphy that sticks out versus other people. The top row, he has uploads. He has the shorts, which is becoming increasingly popular on YouTube, and that's it. I think he has more playlists. Let's see. He has a couple playlists. He could probably organize this, I think, a little bit differently. Yeah, there might be able to put a couple playlists so you could add a little bit more on the front page. Let's go to the first video. It is called 3D Calligraphy Art Tutorial.
Oops! Alright. Meron akong canvas dito. Kunin natin. Tapos,
So
ita-transform natin siya sa art piece. Alright.
Which is kind of weird to do the title
So,
in
kuha
English,
lang
and then
tayo
have
ng
it in Arabic,
something
but
na bilog katulad ng coaster na to na sponsor sa akin ng isang
so he's gonna start with the circle.
brand. Joke lang.
Scroll ahead a
Medyo
little bit more.
lumagpas pero okay lang yan. At ngayon, umpisahan na natin yung unang design.
I don't know if I'd do such a bold line.
Gamit ang
Definitely
brush
sketch them in,
at
but
acrylic paint na kulay white. Gagawa tayo ng letter K.
it's a nice technique though for the lettering.
Ang font na gamit ko or script para sa mga gumagawa ng calligraphy ay Fractor script. Then, gamit ang mas maliit na brush,
So faint there.
gawa tayo ng word na El Guapo. So yung letter K kanina magiging background na lang natin. Fractor script trend naman yan.
Okay, so he's writing some in Spanish.
Na kulay black. Spray ko lang yung edge ng bilog.
Yeah, so he's getting rid of the
Yung
edge,
edge
so it makes
lang
it give
para
that 3D
ma-obtain
effect.
natin yung 3D effect na gusto nating mangyari.
It's pretty cool.
At ito na nga yun.
Let's add in the gold.
So sa pangatlong
We'll hold a little bit more.
at
It's a lot of work there to get all that little lettering.
alright. O diba? Ang saya. Lalo na yan, dalawang layer
I'm
na
not
lang.
sure if it spells lettering or not.
Fulfilling yung pakiramdam niyan.
It's not Arabic for sure, but
So, tinawag pala tong calligraphy art kasi
it's not Arabic.
yung mga
It doesn't look
strokes
Arabic,
ay
so
ginagamit natin sa pagka-calligraphy. Then, graffiti kasi yun yung mga kadalasan yung makikita sa street art. Yung mga abstract na letters na ginagamitan ng spray paint. Yun, kadalasan yun makikita sa kalsada. At ang paggamit ng spray paint, dapat hindi masyadong malapit. At yan,
it's interesting. It has very
basic
upbeat music, but it's not
random
very,
strokes
street
lang.
art kind of feel to it. So it's just interesting how you do that. in
Suabe
different
na yung
countries.
resulta niyan.
So using time lapse.
Ito na yung pinakamalaking graffiti art na nagawa ko so far. At pangreregalo ko to
It does have a
sa
very nice 3D effect
napakagwapo
with that,
kong kaibigan.
spray paint that he's done on top, on the corners.
Kaya nga, El
Big fade.
Guapo. Ayan na ang resulta. Alright.
So that's kind of interesting. It's got a little detail, so that's pretty cool. So scroll to the next one, guys. It's called Calligraphy 3D Art Box Portal. So kind of the pens, pencils. It's really cool. I like the geometric aspect. Because I use a lot of geometric in my artwork too, so subscribe button, say subscribe. Okay, so he has his logo this time. It would be nice to have a headshot to know what he looks like and all that. Oh, he does. That's what he looks like. Okay, now we know. I like this time he's going over the lines, so you don't see the lines as much. This is a really nice detail shot here. I really like that.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless.
Way better
A
this
sea
time.
of the aimless. I don't want to be.
Let's scroll ahead a little bit, guys. And he's fading off the edges there again with spray paint, it looks like. As always, the paint with paint pens, you gotta shake them and then get the paint to bleed into the tip. Then you can start working, obviously. You can also just paint with a brush. I think sometimes that's easier than a... So it looks like he's not doing anything that's... doesn't have any meaning. I don't know, but it's hard to say. Maybe there is. I mean, that looks like it might be Arabic this time with the 3 dots. So it might be actually in Arabic. It's just hard to tell because it's a very abstract form doing this style. Very stylized. Let's scroll ahead a little bit
And
more.
when I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I gotta taste and that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch.
I like this music. It's pretty bad. Really, really great style, I think. Very cool. I like that detail stuff too, that's really nice. So some time lapse, some slow down, that's really nice. Keep writing. So a little bit sloppy on the zoom in and out. But again, he's just starting, so he hasn't done that many videos yet. Once he gets more videos, you get a better feel for this. It definitely has that 3D effect, which is super cool, I think. He's definitely got really good painting skills. The next one's called 3D Calligraphy Pulse Cup Paint Pen.
Hello, hello! Let's transform this canvas into an art piece. Alright, let's go!
See, I would leave that super faint instead of this really dark line he's using. Like, it's much better, I think, in pencil, so you can barely make it out, because you get these really bold circles like this. You can see it come through when you do that. Yeah, I personally think it would be better if you did a very, very, very faint white versus a really thick pen like that. It's easier to follow as a guide, obviously, but metallic red. I gotta get some Posca pens too. Circle ahead a little bit, guys. I can't tell if it's good quality because it kind of looks like it fades out, so it might not be the highest paint quality, but I don't know. I haven't used Posca, so I don't know if that's a great pen or not. Maybe it's standard quality in the Middle East, so. Because I think these are not newish, but they've been around quite a while, obviously. But in the Middle East, they typically use kind of a brush stroke. So using a paint pen like this is a newer technique versus the traditional method. I think he's using this very harsh lines that you get. They show up after you spray paint them, maybe. That's why. That 3D effect again, so that's really cool. Let's skip ahead. I think what would make this a lot better is if you had kind of a voiceover here and there to kind of talk about what he's doing and why he chose the colors. I would get a little more, why would you choose this color versus that color? What do you think of this particular color versus another color? Maybe it writes better. Because sometimes colors work differently. You have to shake it now. which just drives me nuts, but like you have to waste a whole other piece of paper just to test it out. Let's skip ahead. It's important to let you know a little bit of the pain point of the artist, but sometimes some parts aren't as interesting. Like in my own paintings, I kind of, and a lot of calligraphy artists like to do this splatter effect, which is interesting because that would have been considered a defect before, I think. So it's kind of interesting to throw this in here. It's kind of like splatter. I guess he actually signs that everything Allright, which is interesting. So he's zooming out. He doesn't have a website, so he just has Instagram, Facebook. So I would highly encourage this particular artist to get a website because social media tend to disappear over time. I was on MySpace. I had a really big MySpace account. That disappeared. Poof. I'm on Pinterest still, but the popularity kind of dived as they kind of changed up the comments, so I don't use that so much. So it's like that's kind of went to waste. I started on Flickr, and that was really big maybe 5-6 years ago, and now it's kind of not that popular. So all these social media kind of come and go as what's going to be the fan favorite. So you definitely want to have a website so you can pull all those social media links back to the website. So I would encourage him to do that. Also probably using your real name versus everything, what does he say? Everything Allright. I mean, it's kind of cool as a channel name, but it's better they know you as an artist because now you don't know where to buy this art, who's selling the art. You don't know this person. So maybe he's doing that at deliberately, remain very anonymous. But if you're doing calligraphy, it's pretty chill. I don't think it is very offensive unless you got a lot of political message in there. So I don't see why you would hide your face that much. Obviously, in Islam, for example, you're not supposed to do figurative. So maybe that's why he doesn't have his face in there, to kind of stay within the confines of the religion. I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem that Islamic as far as I can tell, except for the fact that it's all calligraphy. But anyway, I hope you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you like to subscribe, you can subscribe below. And I'll see you on the next Artist React video. Thanks for watching, guys.